Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
While dozens of her neighbors piled into buses bound from Michigan for the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, Penny Swan, a local Republican Party activist and an outspoken Trump supporter, stayed home. But not for lack of enthusiasm. Swan wanted to join the throngs fighting to stop the certification of the 2020 election, but has a heart condition and worried about her ability to keep up. Instead, she watched social media in awe as her friends and neighbors surged toward the Capitol. That was then. Since 2021, Swan, a medical equipment manager, has distanced herself from the right-wing group that organized the January 6 buses from her small, ruby-red town of Hillsdale, Michigan. Swan's formerly close friends in the movement have become political rivals. And come November, she won't vote for Trump. In an age of deepening political polarization, Swan's story, of going deep into the Maga movement and defecting, is a rare one. According to a 2022 Pew study, partisan antipathy, deep dislike among members of a political party for the opposing group, has deepened in the U.S. in the last decade. Democrats and Republicans are more likely today than 10 years ago to characterize each other as unintelligent and close-minded. And Republicans who identify strongly with their party tend to prefer Trump overwhelmingly, as evidenced in the Republican primaries, which the former president swept. As the operator of a popular local politics page online and a longtime political activist, Swan has not only evolved as a voter. She has also documented, and at times participated in the unraveling of her county's conservative movement, which, like the state Republican Party, has gone to war with itself over far-right politics. A decade before 2,000 of Trump's most diehard supporters stormed the Capitol, Swan, a lifelong Republican and Hillsdale resident, began documenting local government meetings. Some meetings were live-streamed, but not all, including meetings of the county commissioners. "I thought people needed to see the entire truth," said Swan. "You could read something in the newspaper and that had a narrative, you could hear something on the radio, and that had a narrative, but it didn't have the whole story. So I thought people should actually be able to see the entire process." For years, Swan recorded and uploaded every meeting of local government she could attend on to her Facebook page, a repository of citizen journalism and pissed-off commentary called Penny Swan Political Activist Facts Matter. With more than 1,400 followers, in a town of about 8,000, Swan's page has become an important clearinghouse for political updates and a hub for heated debate, offering a window into the fraught world of Michigan conservative politics. In the wake of the 2020 election, the Republican Party of Michigan, a swing state that flipped from Trump to Joe Biden in 2020, saw a widening rift between the party's establishment and its fired-up mega base. The split spilled into the county Republican Party chapters, with local party organizations devolving into factions. In Hillsdale, a group of Republican activists aligned with the Trump wing of the party created an informal caucus within the party chapter. The Hillsdale group, since dubbed the America First Republicans, aimed to change the local party from neoconservatism, your old establishment, George Bush-type crowd, to more of a modern-day conservative group, said John Smith, who helped form the caucus in late 2019. The idea, Smith said, was to turn the local GOP from what he viewed as a sleepy and bureaucratic organization into a mobilized one. Swan was excited when Smith approached her about a new, more active formation in the local party. It sounded like the perfect opportunity to ramp up her political work. "Those guys were like, oh, we're going to take over the party, and we're going to do more good stuff," said Swan. "And I'm like, that sounds good. I'm coming because I want to do something and be proactive." And they did. In 2020, Darren Wisely, an ally of the right-wing faction, was elected chairman of the Republican Party of Hillsdale County. Swan continued to work with the party, taking on the role of deputy treasurer and joining the organization's executive committee. The group was close-knit. They confided in each other about personal matters and hung out after meetings. Swan even spent holidays with Smith's family. It's not